The world woke up today to major breaking news, sending shockwaves through defense circles and international headlines alike. The Philippines has clinched a game-changing deal with South Korea for 3 brand-new state-of-the-art warships, marking a significant leap forward for the nation's maritime capabilities. Sirens of urgency ring across diplomatic and military channels in Manila and Seoul as leaders and strategists scramble to coordinate this historic move. The agreement, announced at dawn, signals one of the largest and most ambitious defense upgrades in the Philippines' modern history, reflecting a new era of regional cooperation. Flashing headlines beam across television screens and social media feeds, capturing the attention of millions both at home and abroad. Philippines secures 3 advanced warships from South Korea, reads the ticker, as analysts begin to speculate on the broader impact for Southeast Asian security. Journalists gather outside the Ministry of National Defense, microphones and cameras ready, eager to capture every detail of this unprecedented announcement. The deal is not just about ships, it's about security, ambition, and alliances. It represents a deepening partnership between 2 nations facing shared challenges in the region. Government officials step up to the podium, faces serious, voices determined, aware of the responsibility and hope this deal brings. They announce details with a sense of pride and relief, emphasizing the importance of modernizing the Navy and protecting the nation's interests. In today's uncertain world, this agreement feels like a lifeline and a bold step forward, strengthening the Philippines' position on the global stage. The atmosphere in Manila is electric, with people from all walks of life pausing to watch the news unfold, sensing the magnitude of this moment. Citizens follow updates with hope and anxiety, discussing what this means for their future and the safety of their loved ones. This is more than military hardware. It's a promise of strength and stability in troubled waters, and a testament to the enduring spirit and resilience of the Filipino people. At the heart of this headline is a carefully negotiated agreement. South Korea will build and deliver 3 state-of-the-art warships to the Philippine Navy over the next few years. The contract, valued at over $600 million, includes training, technology, transfers, and long-term support. Officials from both countries spent months in secret talks. They weighed regional threats, security needs, and economic realities. In the end, the partnership was sealed in a formal signing ceremony in Seoul, watched by global defense analysts. But why now? The Philippines faces mounting challenges in the South China Sea. Tensions with neighboring countries, territorial disputes, and rising piracy threaten its maritime interests. The need for a modern, capable navy has never been greater. This deal is a strategic move. It boosts the Philippines' naval power and deepens ties with a trusted Asian partner. Both sides see this as a win-win: defense, diplomacy, and development all rolled into one. The incoming vessels are not just any ships. They are modern guided missile frigates, sleek, fast, and bristling with advanced weaponry. Each warship is about 120 meters long, capable of speeds exceeding 25 knots. Their hulls cut them through rough seas, while their radars scan for threats miles away. These frigates are equipped with anti-ship missiles, anti-aircraft systems, and state-of-the-art sonar. They can hunt submarines, repel enemy fighters, and launch precision strikes. Their electronic warfare suites make them hard to find and even harder to hit. Inside, the ships are a blend of comfort and efficiency. The bridge is packed with digital screens, touch controls, and satellite links. Crew quarters are designed for long missions, with medical bays and advanced communication rooms. For the Philippine Navy, these ships mean a leap into the modern era. They stand ready not just for battle, but for patrols, rescue missions, and disaster response. Their versatility is as important as their firepower. Why does the Philippines need these warships now? The answer is clear. Asia's seas are more dangerous than ever. In recent years, the South China Sea has become a flashpoint. Multiple countries claim the same reefs and islands. Fishing boats, coast guards, and warships jostle for position, sometimes dangerously close. Chinese vessels have been seen near Philippine waters, raising alarm in Manila. Incidents of harassment, blockades, and warnings are now common. The risk is not just from state actors. Pirates and smugglers also threaten trade routes and coastal communities. Without modern warships, the Philippines struggles to patrol its vast maritime territory. Old ships break down. Crews face tough odds against better-equipped rivals. The need for a credible deterrent is urgent. These new frigates are the answer. The stakes are high. A stronger navy helps protect fishing grounds, energy resources, and the nation's sovereignty. For the Philippines, this is about survival as much as prestige. The Philippine-South Korea warship deal is more than just a bilateral agreement. It's a strategic move that signals a shift in the region's security landscape, and its impact is felt far beyond the two countries involved. It really sends ripples across Asia, and, honestly, even beyond. The agreement is a clear message that regional partnerships are growing stronger, and that countries are willing to collaborate to address shared security concerns. Regional powers, like China, Japan, and the United States, are watching closely. They know that every new alliance or defense deal can shift the balance of power and influence future negotiations. Every new ship, changes the balance in those contested waters. It's not just about numbers, but about capability, presence, and the message it sends to both allies and rivals. South Korea, as a world leader in shipbuilding and defense, gains a reliable partner in Southeast Asia. This partnership also helps South Korea expand its influence and showcase its technological expertise on a global stage. For the Philippines, it's not just about buying ships, it's about building a long-term relationship that strengthens its own defense capabilities and opens doors for future cooperation. It's about learning new technologies, building local skills, and creating opportunities for Filipino workers and engineers to gain valuable experience, and joining a wider network of maritime nations. This kind of collaboration helps the Philippines become a more active player in regional security efforts. Other countries are taking note. Vietnam, Malaysia, and Indonesia are watching these developments closely, considering similar moves to strengthen their own navies. They too are looking for ways to modernize their fleets and keep up with the changing security environment in the region. This deal sets a precedent, showing that small and middle powers can work together to safeguard their interests, even when larger powers dominate the headlines. Even when there's great power rivalry, these partnerships prove that cooperation is possible and can lead to greater stability. The partnership really demonstrates that Asian nations can look after their own security, taking proactive steps to ensure peace and stability in their own backyard. It encourages cooperation, not confrontation. By working together, these countries can address common challenges and reduce the risk of conflict. And, well, it reminds the world that alliances matter now more than ever. In a time of uncertainty, strong partnerships are key to maintaining peace and security for everyone. Philippine officials are quick to praise the deal, emphasizing its significance for the country's future and its role in strengthening national defense. Defense Secretary Antonio Reyes calls it a historic leap for our Navy and our nation. He highlights how this agreement marks a turning point, not just for the military, but for the entire country's sense of security and pride. He promises that the ships will guard our seas, support our people, and stand as symbols of our resolve. Reyes assures the public that these vessels will be equipped with the latest technology, ready to respond to any threat or emergency. President Maria Santos echoes these words, calling it an investment in peace and security. She stresses that the deal is not just about military strength, but about ensuring a safer future for all Filipinos and fostering regional stability. On the Korean side, Defense Minister Park Ji-hoon describes the agreement as a testament to trust and shared values. He notes that this partnership is built on years of cooperation and mutual respect. He points to the long friendship between the two nations, from the Korean War to today's partnerships in trade and security. Park highlights how both countries have stood by each other in times of need, and how this deal continues that tradition. In press briefings, Navy officers from both countries highlight the practical side. They discuss how the new ships will enhance joint operations and improve maritime cooperation. These ships will join exercises, respond to emergencies, and help keep our region stable, says Rear Admiral Carlos Lim of the Philippine Navy. He adds that the vessels will also be used for humanitarian missions and disaster response. The public reaction is mixed but hopeful. Some citizens express concerns about the cost, while others see it as a necessary step for national security. Filipino citizens express pride and relief online, sharing messages of support and optimism for the country's future. In Korea, shipbuilders and defense analysts welcome the business and the strengthened alliance. They see the agreement as a boost for the industry and a sign of growing international cooperation between the two nations. Imagine the new warships cutting through the dark blue seas at dawn. Their hulls gleam under the tropical sun, flags snapping in the wind. On the bridge, Filipino sailors stand alert, eyes fixed on radar screens. The captain gives orders over a crisp intercom. The frigates patrol contested waters, shadowing foreign ships that stray too close. Their helicopters lift off, scanning for threats or rescuing stranded fishermen. In times of disaster, a typhoon or earthquake. The ships bring relief supplies to remote islands, their decks loaded with food and medicine. At night, the warships practice maneuvers with Korean and American allies. Their guns track imaginary enemies, their crews ready for anything. On shore, families watch live feeds with pride and anxiety, knowing their loved ones serve at the front lines. These are not just machines, they are floating fortresses, lifelines and symbols. They carry the hopes of a nation and the weight of its future. This deal marks a turning point for the Philippines and all of Southeast Asia. With stronger ships, the country can better patrol its waters and deter aggression. Neighbors take notice, some may seek similar upgrades, others may turn to diplomacy, hoping to avoid a costly arms race. The partnership with South Korea could lead to more joint projects, submarines, surveillance planes, cyber defense. It could also deepen ties with Japan, Australia, and the United States, creating a web of security that makes conflict less likely. Asian security is shifting, old alliances are tested, new ones are forming. The Philippines now stands taller, not just as a buyer but as a partner in shaping the region's future. The world will watch how these new warships are used, not just in battle, but in building peace and stability. In the end, this warship deal is about more than steel and missiles. It's about hope, courage, and the search for peace in dangerous times. The Philippines has chosen to act, not just react. With South Korea, it has found a partner for the future. As the 3 new frigates prepare to join the fleet, anticipation grows. Will they keep the peace? Will they face tests in the open sea? Only time will tell. But for now, the message is clear. The Philippines is ready for whatever comes next. A new chapter has begun for the Philippine Navy and for all of Asia's restless waters. The world watches and waits.